Guys, it's Brooke from the Vintage Gardener. Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd tell you about an interesting community event that will be going on my channel over the next, few months into the spring. For those of you guys who are new to my channel, I start pretty much all of my seeds via the winter sowing method. In terms of seed starting setup, it's probably one of the most inexpensive. It's like no fuss, no muss. It's just you plant the seeds, and to a certain extent you just kind of forget about them, assuming that you chose like the right potting mix, because that can cause some issues. But anyway, I did a winter sowing guide. It was called the Definitive Guide to Winter Sowing, and I did that, let's see, a couple of weeks ago. And then this past Friday, January 14th, I did a live podcast on Podbean, which I live streamed to YouTube as well as Instagram Live. And in that particular episode, I took questions. So a couple of people called in. People were in the chat boxes across the platforms typing questions, and I answered things about, any questions or concerns people were having about winter sowing. So from what I gathered, there are people who've either tried it and did not have success, or this is the first time they're wanting to try it. So I thought it might be interesting and helpful if we all did it together, because I'm getting ready to start my winter sowing, and I figure we can all do it at the same time. So you can see when I'm starting my stuff, how I'm starting my stuff, even in terms of the plant list, because in the Definitive Guide to Winter Sowing, I gave you guys like general things that I had success with. But the thing is, last year I started like 75 varieties. I don't remember the name. Actually, I have a list somewhere, I guess all over the place. But I started a lot of things, and I don't think it was quite captured in its entirety on the list that I posted in the video. I think the benefits to this is going to be that, number one, right now I already have 154 different varieties, I believe, of seeds. I got some additional ones, and so some of the ones you won't be surprised that you can winter sow. Other ones you may, some of those seeds and plants you may not have seen before. And so I'm going to take you through how I figure out which seeds can be winter started, and depending upon the flower, which ones I'm going to do an early winter sowing on, and which things I'm going to do a later winter sowing on. The other thing is that it will be a little bit of general seed starting, because even with things that, for example, I can't winter sow, like zinnias, I don't actually start those inside. I actually start those outdoors, and maybe like end of April, beginning of May, when the temperature is warmer. So I'll be showing you guys that too. So what I thought I would do is that on Saturday, which is when I typically do my posts, I'm going to start off with showing you guys the materials and stuff that I use to do this, and I'll be going over the first set of seeds that I'm going to be winter sowing. I do have my seeds organized in like a photo carrying case, and so I'm going to start. I have all the seeds divided by, alphabetically by the botanical name. And so I'm going to be going over like what the plants are, like how many of what you should be winter sowing. For example, some things like hollyhocks are one of those types of things that, because they're biennial, you kind of have to start, if you want to have consistent blooms every single year, you kind of have to do a little bit each year, because they don't necessarily perennialize very well. So I'll be going over things like that, and I'll be starting all of my early stuff now. So that is it for this video. If you guys are interested in participating, just wait till Saturday. I'll be posting a video on YouTube. I may post one, the beginning one, on Instagram, but primarily all of the grow along videos will be on my YouTube channel. So guys, get your winter sowing supplies ready, get your pencils ready, because we're going to be going over a lot of plant information, and I hope that you find it interesting, inspiring, and it'll give you some ideas on where to start. And that way, if you're running into issues, we can canvas them. I'll probably do a couple more Q&As on the winter sewing just to take stock of how everybody's doing. And, and hopefully this will be a yearly event. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys Saturday with the first winter sewing video. Bye.